talking about a brand new drone with a brand new controller that has a screen. Let's go. Okay, so let's see what's inside here. Now, nice packaging. So, let's open this baby up. So everything comes in this bag, which is a really cool thing. I mean, it's a nice bag. Very impressed so far. It has a belt now with a fast clutch, so you can easily just make it longer or shorter. This is cool. So this is the battery pack. This is the brand new remote control. I'm gonna open this up. We have a bunch of accessories, propellers, cables, and a charging brick. And now for the main event, which is the drone. Actually, the remote is the main event in this video because the drone has been out for some time. It's pretty much exactly like the original Potensic, you know, Potensic 1. Okay, propellers come installed, which is also a cool thing. And there we go, a sub 250 gram drone. Now a bunch of stickers, the gimbal cover, and this is the brand new 4K really amazing camera, which has an aperture of f1.8. He's gonna let in a lot of lights. That's typical for drones like this. The turn on button is right down here, and the battery release is back here. So if I just take the battery out, this is the battery. This battery supposedly lasts over 30 minutes. I'm gonna try this out. I'm guessing if I get 25 minutes out of one battery, I'm gonna be happy. So let's put this guy back in. Really like the bag, seriously. I seriously like the bag. So let's kick things off with the new remote controller, because this is the new addition to the Atom 2. It's the PTD1 remote controller with the screen. And honestly, all my drones now have integrated screens because I'm not a fan of that smartphone, you know, app screen ability, which is fun, which is interesting, was innovating, but nowadays, yeah, the remote controller needs to have its own screen, and it is a cool screen. It's a 5.5-inch 700 nits display with 1080p resolution, and you really get a nice smooth transmission from the drone to the remote controller. It's 1080p, 30 frames per second, and the video quality is actually really good. You don't have any issues seeing things. Even in a bright sunny day, 700 nits will be enough. Now I think the Potensic struck a good compromise between the screen brightness, the battery life, which is up to 3 hours, and the whole overheating thing, because the remote controller is actively cooled, so it will not overheat. It has 32 gigabytes of internal storage, and you can also plug in an SD card to increase or expand that internal storage. And for a video creator like me today, where I need to record my screen for you guys, yeah, that's just a really welcome feature. Now the joysticks feel nice and smooth, and you can tuck them away in the back, and the antennas are very easy to set up. You just roll them up like this and you have it. It has a return to home button, it has an on button and 2 customizable buttons. One is by default set to tilt the camera down, and the other one is set to change the drone mode, so going from that really fast sport mode to normal mode to video mode. And then you have a record button, a shutter button, a jockey for tilting the camera, and a jockey for, a jockey wheel for zooming in and out, because you can zoom in 2 times digitally. I would go to 1.5 times because 2 times is a little bit, you know, it's a little bit too much cropping, but 1.5 times zoom is going to give you a nice cool looking video. And yeah, if you're thinking about buying the Atom 2, get it with this new remote controller. Definitely worth the price bump. All the links are down in the description as always, so I do encourage you to click them because they are a good bargain. Now the interface on the remote controller is exactly the same as the Potensic app, which is needed for your smartphone if you're using the original Atom 2 controller, so it's very familiar. You have the, you know, slide down, slide left, slide up, tap to screen. It's a touch screen, I forgot to mention that. So you just tap on a parameter and the whole menu opens up, so you can quickly change the settings from 4K to 1080p, the frame rates, the shooting modes. No, but just like the overall experience is pretty much exactly the same like with a smartphone. It's just that, you know, you don't have to plug in a smartphone. You can use it for calls and not drain the battery, or, you know, typically my smartphone is always somewhere, you know, 30% full, and if I want to fly my drone, then I drain it, and it's a really cumbersome thing. I mean, it's a personal issue, but yeah, get a remote with a display. So let's get to the Atom 2, which is the drone that has been on the market for a little while. It is a really big upgrade to the Potensic ATOM, the original. Now you can watch a video over here, which I think I filmed in this exact spot. But the video quality of this is much better because it has that 1.5-inch sensor, 48 megapixels. So the big bump is the photography, because with the original Potensic ATOM, you could only take 12 megapixel images. Here you can go all the way up to 8K. So it's a really cool, you know, bump if you want to do photography. And just to let you know, the original, you know, 4K or 12 megapixel photographs from the original Atom, I actually sold a few. So you can use those photographs and that drone for photography as well. It was for a web publication, so not a high resolution was needed. Here, however, you know, 48 megapixels is as much as you can push a half-inch sensor type. And it is a CMOS half-inch sensor, so it is really good quality. The next really cool bump in the specs is the P-Log option. So you can now shoot in a log picture profile called P-Log, and Potensic have their own LUT to convert it to normal colors. Links also down in the description so that you don't have to, you know, find it on the internet. It is the official Potensic LUT, and it transforms the log colors into normal colors, but it retains a whole lot more of that dynamic range. Now, a half-inch sensor is not going to be 15 stops of dynamic range, but it is quite a big jump up compared to the normal colors. And if you have the ability to, you know, color grade or do, I don't know, apply LUTs in post, then shoot with P-Log. I'm gonna go with the drone tracking. Not the best shot I've ever made, but definitely worth it. So this would be like your typical tracking. Let's try one of the quick shots. Let's go with a circle. And there we go. So it's going to start to circle, which is also a cool thing, you know? I could say that I'm bending over here. Yeah, just have to be careful for the trees because there's trees all around. Hopefully it's going to work. But you know, I can have a discussion and have a drone follow me around like this. So it's going to do like one full circle because I've set it to just one circle, which is a cool thing. Spotlight. So this is spotlight now, so the drone is always going to turn towards me. One thing that I don't like about this is when the quick shots stop, the recording stops, and also the quick shots start to record when the recording starts to record. So I think it would be better if you could just have the video recording before the quick shot and then continue after the quick shot. But you know, that's just me being picky. So yeah, anyway, 70 meters and start recording. And there we go. So the drone is now going to pull away and film me on this very weird bridge. Actually, it's a dam. It's not a bridge, but I think the shot's going to be okay. Now that's like your typical travel drone photography, videography thing. There's another one called dolly zoom. So let's dolly zoom this one. Go 50 meters. And since we're talking about shooting modes, there is an AI night shot mode, which is, I mean, I have to say the biggest kind of wow of this new Atom 2. Here is a shot with that mode. It is really dark and you can see that the image looks quite amazing, and it comes out of the drone like this. So I didn't do any post-production, you know, denoising and sharpening. So this is straight from the drone. And you know, considering that it has that 1/2-inch sensor, that's a really big surprise. So you can now use this tiny drone during the day, get quite a nice high dynamic range with P-Log, and you can use it in low light because that AI night mode is, well, quite amazing. And for the form factor, it is pretty much exactly the same as the original Atom 1. I'm not sure if the batteries are interchangeable, but I think they are because they have actually haven't tried that out, but I think they are the same batteries as on the original Potensic Atom. So if you have that one, you know, maybe you can use the new batteries with both drones, or the old batteries with this new drone. And the battery life still is declared to be 32 minutes. I get around 28-27 minutes from this drone, and I typically fly in normal mode or in just video mode, which is slower. Sports mode could probably drain the battery faster. And it is wind resistant to a certain level, considering that it's a sub 250 gram drone. Now the Atom 2 also comes with this charger, which charges 3 batteries simultaneously, so it takes, I think it takes around an hour and a half to charge all 3 batteries full. Actually, it's this much amount of time, I haven't remembered, but it's a really fast charging capability, and it has an USB-A out port, which means that if you have all 3 batteries in, this can be a battery pack, which is also really cool if you need to charge your smartphone, for instance, if you have the old controller. Or you can charge the new controller with this as well. No, and that's it. I'm gonna spin the drone around in this wonderful location, which videos you've already seen. If you have any comments or questions, leave that down below. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and hit the like button for the algorithm. That actually really helps, and it's totally free. And if you want to stay on the channel, then watch this video next. Thank you, and I'll see you in this one. Bye bye.